What's going on, guys? MurderInc here, back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today I'm going to be doing a champion spotlight on Mashald, aka My Salad. Now, this champion was recently reworked with the patch that dropped this morning. Really excited to talk about him. I did level up too. Couldn't help myself. I read the kit and I said, this looks fantastic. So I gave you two different builds. I'm going to go over both of them, show you where they shine. Let me know where you think they can shine. Don't forget, if you like this content, subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another video. So let's get right into Mashald's skills. For his A1, we have Bloodsucker. Attacks one enemy, heals this champion by 30% of the damage inflicted. Will then attack enemies under leech debuffs. One more thing to note before I forget, one of the Mashalds is fully booked, the other one has 0 books in it, so it's also something to compare. Unfortunately, looking at it now, I didn't properly gear the one with the books and the one without. I should have switched the role to really emphasize what they can do, but we'll get into that later. The A2 Tornado, we have a 3-turn cooldown, places a 30% increased speed, 30% increased crit damage to all allies for 2 turns, places a True Fear and Leech debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. For the A3, we have attacks one enemy, has an 80% chance of stealing all buffs from the target before attacking, places a 100% heal reduction debuff for 2 turns, also places 2 15% continuous heal buffs on this champion for 3 turns. Damage increases by 50% against targets that have no buffs. Also attack based. Really cool kit right off the bat. I'm sure you noticed that once fully booked, this is the 3-turn cooldown. So you use it, then it goes to a 2-turn cooldown, which is just awesome. Obviously, followed by that, you're definitely going to use the A3, which does have a very high multiplier in damage. We'll see that further into the video. The aura this champion has is increases ally attack in dungeons by 34%. The gear I used on the first Mashald is 4 pieces of Savage gear, then a mismatched set of a Cruel piece and a Immortal piece. We have crit damage on the gloves, attack on the chest, speed on the boots, shield, helmet, and a quad roll crit rate. I know people asked for me to show gear, so I remembered this time. You're welcome. The ring, we have a double roll attack there, crit damage on the neck, and of course attack on the banner. Now for masteries, I gave him Helm Smasher, Kill Streak, Methodical, one-shot build on the left side, the right side, anything to increase his chance of placing that debuff. Now, I did mention I have 2 builds, so this build is more of the damage showcase one-shot highlight. I did manage to squeeze out 208 accuracy, which isn't that bad. Probably not ideal for Platinum Arena, but 208 is enough for any dungeon and pretty much any PvE content outside of Clan Boss. Going over the gear for the second Mashald, we have 4 pieces of speed gear and 2 pieces of immortal gear. Here I really focused on crit rate, speed, and accuracy with as much damage as I could possibly find. So this is the weapon, the helmet, shield, we have speed on the boots obviously, attack on the chest with an awesome triple speed roll, crit damage on the gloves. The ring is attack, the neck is crit damage, and the banner is accuracy. Total stats we have on this guy is 36,000, 3,600, 260 speed, which is the highlighting factor here, 100 crit, 250 crit damage, and 262 accuracy. And the masteries on him, pretty much the same as the other guy. His masteries aren't full, unfortunately. I do want to get Sniper here, and Master Hexer wouldn't hurt either. That is how I chose to build this champion. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's see what these champions can do. And without wasting time, let's get right into the arena where I really feel these champions are going to shine. I gave him Arbiter for the increased attack buff. Then we have Lanicus providing the ally attack. Tuned properly, you want, if you have 2 Mashalds, maybe you only want to use 1. You do want a leech buff on everybody, so when the ally attack does go off, they're going to be hitting all of the targets, so that's very important. I'm not sure how I have my Lanicus speed tune, but we will find out momentarily. We are going to start with turn meter boost here. Perfect. So now let's increase the speed, get that extra turn. As we can see, everyone has a true fear buff. Amazing CC right off the bat. And let's use our A3 on a Valk. So 41,000. That wasn't the hard hitting damage dealer. So now let's use the ally attack and see what we can do. Let's go ahead and use it on Turvold here. As we can see, they both hit all targets, which is awesome. It really is. Now let's try to clear these debuffs. Unfortunately, we have a stun on the hard-hitting Mashald, which does suck to see, but you know, can only do so much. We'll just hit this on auto as we kill this Frankenstein. Easy match. As we can see, ton of damage here. The hard-hitting Mashald didn't even get a turn off, so we weren't able to see what his damage was, but so far, fantastic champions in the arena. Let's go ahead and fight this next team. They have a ton of CC on their team, so let's see how we can handle it. We are going to go first. Another huge benefit to Mashald, as we know, we give the increased speed buff. So if you can give them a good mix of damage and speed, this is going to be awesome. Now let's use this A3 on. Let's try to take Saris out. So 106,000 on the Mashald that isn't built for damage. You really love to see it. Let's hit him with the ally attack on Arbiter. Alright, so we did see the A1 on the hard-hitting damage dealer. Mashald hit for 100,000 on a Skull Crown. Unfortunately, he got frozen, probably by Molly here, who was in a frost set. Hate to see it. I'm really hoping for the damage dealing Mashald to get a turn. I'll probably switch the comp up in the next match. Alright, so I completely lied about switching the team. I really don't want to do it. I'm going to tell you right now, I just want to see these champions really go at it this whole time. Let's use this on, see if we can take out, okay, so we were able to one-shot her with the fast Mashald, so that's a really good sign already. Now we are just going to burn her A3, so the hard-hitting Mashald does get a turn. So it's kind of overkill reapplying the buffs twice, but there's really no reason why I should have done that, but I just want to see. Let's go for Nethril here. 138,000, really cool one-shot champion. Even the fast one was doing a ton of damage, so now let's just throw this on auto and watch the game play out. But as I was saying, even the fast Mashald had potential here. So it looks like there was a bug there that we got to witness. During ally attack, the Mashald's A1 did not process, even though it did kill target. That was very interesting to see. Maybe they just did so much damage that the game couldn't process it. That's what I want to believe, because these are awesome champions. Now that we had some fun in Arena, I really just wanted to test this in Nightmare campaign just to see what they could do. I am using 2, as we can see here. So I don't think this is going to be a viable strategy. I do have one of them booked, so the fear should be up the whole time, as we can see here. Actually, it looks like even the unbooked one has them currently available. This is really cool to see, actually. Like I said, not the best showcase since I do have 2, and the CC is pretty much staying on point this whole time. Looks like he gets a turn there. I mean, this is just so much fun to watch. Granted, we do have a weak affinity, so maybe I'll try 12-3 next. But as we can see, they're doing tons of damage. Alright, so we are back. We are trying Nightmare 12-3. Let's see how the CC can... see if it can keep up with each other, or if the fear is going to be unlucky. I'm really hesitant to try this team out with just one Mashald. I don't think they're going to be able to sustain it if the true fear doesn't prevent the enemy from getting a turn. If it does, it should be fine. This is less of a showcase on, hey, if you have 2 Mashalds, you can farm Nightmare. This is more about showing their utility in campaign. You're progressing through Nightmare campaign, brutal. even hard and you have Mashald, he provides excellent CC, provides the speed buff as we know, increased crit damage for your team, so he can definitely be a key if you are facing the common, very difficult lifesteal phase when you're farming for gear as an early player. This guy can be the key to help you farm that quicker, for sure. He can also provide to get extra stars in progress if you do want to use him along with the support champion. Mashald is very unique with this rework where he does tons of damage, but he also offers critical buffs to your team, being the increased speed, placing leech, which was also changed and increased in percent, giving you even more heals out of it. So now let's try the heavy damage dealer in a Fire Knight 20 run. I don't think he's going to be faster for my personal team than a Cold Heart, whose spot he was currently in, but it should still be a lot of fun to watch him in action. He does offer a speed buff, even though Lissandra has one. Obviously he has that heal reduction, which is very crucial when we do get to the boss. First thing I noticed so far is the wave clear is already faster, so that's the good news. As you can see, ton of damage from his A1 after placing leech on everybody. As we cycle through and move to the Fire Knight boss, let's see if he can break the shield. As we know, Cold Heart does have a 4-hit on our A1. So this is kind of a risky trade-off. Although we do have a lot of speed increasing, which is looking fine so far. The heal reduction was just added there at the last moment, so that was great. I can definitely see how RNG can play a role here, but so far this does look good. As long as we can manage to get this shield down. Alright, so that time it was resisted. Like I said before, we only have 200 accuracy. It is good enough for dungeons like this, but it is not the 260 like the other fast Mashald has. This is definitely just like a slow burn team. As we can see there from the recap, Mashald pulled out 1.2 mil to Xavia's 1.5. Xavia, as we know, is a complete queen of the Fire Knight. So to see someone do that much damage is a really good sign, especially if you are in need of wave clear and need someone to apply that heal reduction. Final thoughts on the champion. Excellent CC'er. He can definitely be very strong in arena. I'm really looking forward to playing around with some of the new champions who offer an AoE leech in case Mashald doesn't go first. Obviously, as I said, ally attack can be very strong in arena with this champion if you can get a leech debuff on all of the enemies early. So that is definitely something to look out for. What I do want to know is how viable can Mashald be in a clan boss setting? Obviously, with an increased speed and an extra turn, you really don't want to use him in a counterattack lineup unless you can somehow orchestrate the second turn, not affect the counterattack buff on him, as well as some type of buff extension champion to go along with him, counteract the increased speed he is putting on your team to make counterattack work. Now the question is, with the buff to leech, is this viable if trying to use him in counterattack without lifesteal gear? That is going to be the question. That is something I am definitely going to look at and absolutely test going forward. He does have a very consistent application of it, so he could be very crucial in a speed team going forward. Since it's when booked 3-turn cooldown, he gets that extra turn, making it a 2-turn cooldown. So he will keep leech up 100% of the time. Granted, it doesn't get resisted on the boss. So that is something I'm going to look into. I will get back to you guys on it. If I do find useful information, I will make a leech clan boss kind of guide and team composition idea video. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. Let me know in the comments if that's something you would be looking forward into. Outside of that, he does have lots of healing to his kit. So this is a champion that, with or without leech, you probably wouldn't need lifesteal on based on how hard he hits, and with his A1 healing so much if you did want to use him in some type of speed counterattack hybrid team. Outside of that, that's it for my video today. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. I'm really hyped about Mashald. I'm going to be using him in arena non-stop. I can tell you that already. Hopefully you found the use for him. Get him out of that vault. Level him up for sure if you think he can help you out based on this video. As always, thanks a ton for all the support, all the viewers, the Patreons. You guys are amazing. And until next time, peace out.